Hello, you guys. How are you?
Hello.
We got Nina here.
Hi. We are in Camie's kitchen, a room in her house that she is not that familiar with. Camie is not the cook in her family. Walt is.
But I will get to know this room because you're going to help me right now.
I'm going to help you right now.
And here's a little chopper, and this is the meal that we're going to cook tonight. But before we get, hold on one second. But before we get started on this, we want to go over just a little piece of the home life. And the home life is we're busy.
Yes.
We're tired.
Yes.
We don't know how to cook a healthy, good meal.
Not all of us, no.
And but if we did know how to, then we would do it.
We would absolutely do it.
Yeah.
And if it was fast and easy and you know what you're doing, it becomes faster and easier as you go along anyway.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It's the whole thing, it's that first mountain of, I don't know what I'm doing, and everything takes so long.
And just like the workouts, I know this sounds cliche, but some people are intimidated by the gym.
Sure.
In my kitchen, I'm intimidated by it. I don't even know what to do, how to do it at the caliber that you do, and I don't need to be intimidated by you.
Right.
Because you know how to cook. Like, I can learn how to cook.
Oh, cooking is so easy. It's really so easy. Once you have your system, it's just like being in the gym. Once you have your system, you go in, you warm up, and you find out, once you have your system, everything just moves along a lot easier. And I'm going to share with you all of my systems.
Okay, cool.
Because, I'm as busy as everybody else.
Awesome.
I'm in the gym with you guys.
Yep.
And
I know, again, this is little dorky quote too, but the abs are made in the kitchen.
That's right.
So much work is put into the gym, and if we can just learn how to relay that effort into the kitchen, we can have a different physique than we could ever probably imagine.
Yeah, it's 50% diet for sure.
So here we are. Before we get started, I do want to share with you guys that are logged on right now. You will notice that Nina has her cookbook, and on the back side of it, it's all about Nina. And it says the beautiful, healthy food to keep you healthy and beautiful. And she has every single recipe that you could possibly imagine. And she comes into the gym, she brings her foods in so we can test it. And I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. And she makes it so easy. Okay, so there's her cookbook. It is on ninacucina.com. And then we're going to get started. What are we making today?
We are making something in the cookbook.
Okay,
we are making Thai salmon. Now, one of the things about this cookbook
she knows I eat salmon every night.
Yeah, that's why. It's a fish thing. It's all color-coded. Red is main courses.
Okay.
Okay, and they're all alphabetized, and this is what we're making. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, but we're making Thai salmon, and it's basically a piece of salmon that is cooked in the oven in coconut milk and spices. And we're going to do as a side dish, we're going to do my garlic roasted asparagus. So everything is going into the oven. We're not even going to touch the stove top today. It's super simple.
So it's all going in the oven. You can prepare it.
Going in the oven. You can prepare all of this ahead of time. Let's say you're having friends over for dinner. You can prepare all of this the day before, or the morning before, or whenever, and just shove it all in the oven and bring it all out. It's that easy. Okay, I want to talk about quality of food, because I'm a real stickler when it comes to quality of food. This is who I do business with when it comes to salmon. I don't know if you can see that. It's Vital Choice Seafood. They're even on my website. That's how much I love these people. I've been doing business with them for about 5, 6, 7, 8 years. This is how it comes to you, packed in ice.
Packaged in a box.
Packaged in a big box with dry ice.
Oh my gosh.
And this is like a shirt box, that's what I call it. And it comes, this is why I started. Portion controlled. This is, right now it's semi-frozen because it came from my house to Camie's. And it all comes perfectly hermetically sealed. It's MSC verified, meaning it's perfectly pure, there's no mercury, there's no bad stuff, and it's even kosher. Okay, so.
And that's another thing, real quick tip, is usually when people eat, if you grew up like me, you were to eat everything on your plate.
Right.
And we were probably overportioned. As a child, that was okay for us because we're so active. But as we grow older and we're keeping our waistline down and our AG ratio, to know your ounces is a huge thing. So we don't have a scale out here because Nina right now understands that this is
That's
6
right.
ounces.
And
Right?
I have 2 kitchens in my Reno home, and I have a scale in each one, and this is just one less thing I have to do, which is what I love about it. And I know it's safe. And I'm going to tell you a story. We ordered this for last week, and On Track lost my shipment. 24 pieces of salmon, lost the entire case. I called Vital Choice. I said, On Track lost my shipment. They said, I will send it out to you again Monday, overnight for Tuesday, so you can do your Facebook Live on Wednesday.
Vital Choice.
And they did
Thank you guys so much.
They did it they just replaced the shipment for nothing. So, this is what we're going to do. Okay. This is the first thing we're going to do. You're going to get to cut all of these up.
Okay.
Just cut them open.
You got it.
And
I'm just her partner in crime right now. Just tell me what to do, because, you know.
Sliding them in right into, I brought these cute little casserole dishes. You can actually do this in a big casserole dish for your whole family. But I like having, I don't know, it's just so fun to have a personalized casserole.
Okay.
That's my little garbage bowl.
Oh, so this is a garbage bowl. I didn't know.
That's a garbage bowl. Totally.
All right. Got it. And one more. Careful, Chop.
What?
Careful.
Careful what?
All right.
Okay, so that's done. All right, so if you were to look on this countertop, you're going to see lots of stuff. Now, this is what I do every time I cook. This is, in French, it's called mise en place, and that's actually a technical cooking term, and what it means is put it in place. So the first thing that I do is I get all my stuff that I need, my equipment, all the foods that I need for my dish, and I get it out. So you're not going to then miss anything. Okay, and then we start. Here we have about 12 ounces of cherry tomatoes. I got mixed colors because I thought they were real pretty.
So cute.
And you were going to cut them in half.
Okay.
So, and then you're going to put them back in this bowl.
Okay, so 12 ounces of, what do you call these? I call them mini tomatoes.
Yeah, cherry tomatoes.
That's okay.
Okay, so they're real cute. You can use regular tomatoes. You can use any kind of tomato you want.
So cut them in half.
Just cut them in half, put them in that bowl.
Right,
so we're in control. Now, I'm going to show you my magic way that I that I cut up a pepper so that there isn't a whole bunch of waste and mess and seeds everywhere. Start at the top, okay, and you're just going to run your knife around the pepper and then around that little belly button. And it's important to keep your knife sharp. Dull knives are really dangerous, you see?
That's so true, huh?
And there's your little,
okay.
okay,
Cool.
into the garbage bowl it goes.
This is a little garbage bowl.
I
That's
always
cute.
keep the whole garbage bowl
And
around because it's just easier.
Right.
You don't have to be
You're not
running
running around
the
the kitchen. Okay. Cool.
So now I'm just cutting out the tough parts of the pepper here because those are kind of bitter.
This is the most I've ever cut anything. Of the Wellness Wednesday, we wanted to go over something really fast and easy. And I'm not kidding you, Nina comes to the gym and she brings, what'd you bring today?
I brought some sweet potato egg cups, sweet with cinnamon and ginger.
Okay.
Now let's keep in mind that I'm doing this before 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to tell everyone. Like, you come in and they're still warm.
Yeah.
So it's that easy where she's getting up and she's doing stuff around the house.
When she hasn't had her coffee yet, which could be dangerous.
She has to have her coffee in the morning. But you come to the gym at, 8 o'clock, 8:30, and those are ready to go. They're in little muffin form. And we have breakfast, so thank you. But that's why we wanted to do this Wellness Wednesday, is because she makes it so easy. And again, her cookbook, which is right here, and this is the meal that we're going to go after, but it's the Thai salmon, and she's shown us how easy it can be, and also making it feasible for the moms and the dads out there that want to cook before they even leave for work and have it ready. Because tonight, right, we're going to just put these in the oven.
That's right. That's what you're going to do.
Cook them up.
I'm Walt's new best friend today.
I know. I'm so excited. You might have some questions on here. I'm unable to see all the questions, but
we will answer them.
We'll answer them. So if you guys have any questions, we're a little bit a ways from the camera right now, but please ask your questions, and Nina you'll get on there today and answer them. Okay.
Okay. So here's my little measuring cup. Now, not that I really need to measure, but you do a little bit. Now, in this recipe, there is about a 1/4 cup of lime juice. Now, let's get another. If you are a real lime crazy person like me, I love me some lime. Love me some lime. You can do more. But basically, about a 1/4 cup of lime juice goes into this. This is really simple. It's lime juice, it is garlic, it is ginger, and salt and pepper. We're going to garnish with mint. You don't have to do that.
I love mint so much.
I love me mint.
What's some benefits of mint? Do you know?
Mint has a lot of benefits. It's great for the digestion, for one thing.
Okay.
Okay,
good.
It does have a little bit of it does help speed up the metabolism.
So I was waiting for her to say it.
Yeah.
I knew she knew that.
And something we really
for me,
love about
I just love the taste. Like you love lime and lemons. If I could get a lot of mint and in my foods.
This is a wonderful combination because the ginger with the mint and the lime, it just, I don't know, just plays right across your palate.
Okay, so far we have 12 ounces of little cherry tomatoes. We have 1 full big bell pepper.
Yeah.
And then she's putting in one of her favorites, her lime. I love it.
Lime is really, really easy to work with in the kitchen because it's great with fish, it's great with chicken, and it's even great with beef and lamb. So it is a fruit that I keep around a lot. Into my garbage bowl. Okay, so we've got about a 1/4 cup of lime juice there. We're going to add a can of coconut milk. Now, this is whole coconut milk because Camie and I have been kind of keto-ish lately.
Keto-ish for sure.
But you can use low fat if you want. In fact, the recipe says low fat. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of teaspoons of garlic.
Oh, she's such a real chef.
Yeah, I mean, really, you don't have to measure it. Put as much garlic as you like. If you don't like garlic, use onion or use something else. But I love garlic, so
I love it because if you were not here with me and you made me go through this whole thing, I would be with my little measuring spoons and all that stuff.
Okay, so you're going to see, you notice there's a bunch of garlic in here. This is one of the things that I do once a week. It's kind of like my Sunday chore. I put a bunch of garlic in a food processor and I chop it and I cover it with some avocado oil, which is a high heat oil, and I put it in the fridge.
So you always
garlic,
get to it.
Yeah, garlic is aged already, so this will stay good in your fridge for at least 2 weeks, at least without losing flavor, as long as you keep it covered in your fridge. So you always have it. Prep is just like for a contest.
Yeah.
Prep is key. When I come home from the supermarket, I don't care if it's midnight, I wash all my vegetables. I wash all my fruit. That is not part of the cooking process. That's part of the grocery shopping process. Okay, so we got that. Now, we're going to take...
What is that?
This is fresh ginger. This is super good for you. It has a ton of anti-inflammatory factors. It has anti-cancer, anti-tumor factors. It's great for your tummy. It's great for digestion. It's great for metabolism. There are so many great things about ginger. It needs to be in everybody's life, really. So we're going to grate about an inch of this right into our mixture. Now I've got a big tip for you, and I didn't do this time. Now I'm paying. Keep your ginger in the freezer.
Oh, so it's harder.
It's hard.
And then it grates easier.
Really easily.
Okay, so she's saying keep your ginger in the freezer so it stays cold and hard. So then when you do get to, what do you call this? Oh yeah, when you grate it, my mom's gonna be so impressed. I had a home ec class when I was in like 7th grade, Miss Bledsoe. She was awesome, but I should have stayed with her. But put it in the freezer. I love your little tips. I've already gotten a little chore to do on Sunday so I can help Walt out.
Yeah.
For the rest of the week, I'll just put that in the fridge for him.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Okay, cool.
I've tried it with ginger. It doesn't work as well with ginger because the flavor just doesn't hold. because you know ginger's a root. It's not aged the way garlic is. But if you put it in the freezer, that's a tip from my mom. That's where I picked that up.
Okay, cool.
My mom always keeps her ginger in the freezer, and she doesn't have to suffer like I'm suffering right now after doing.
Please take note of her right shoulder, her delts, her biceps, her triceps. This woman.
I am feeling my biceps today.
This woman works so hard in the gym, and obviously you work equally hard in the kitchen because it's hard to do that just working out or just eating. And
no, you gotta have both.
Yeah, totally. You do. Yeah, you are working hard. I'm glad you're doing that.
I was gonna have you do it.
No, it's okay. I like watching.
Okay, we're just about there.
Now,
we're going to do a little salt. This is sea salt. Only use sea salt. Don't use iodized salt. It's just, don't use it. Sea salt is filled with minerals. This is about, I don't know, about half a teaspoon or so. You can, at the end of training, she has me on 4,000 milligrams of salt.
Yeah.
I'm going to be putting a lot more in, just so you know.
I'm so glad you said that.
And then I like hot peppers, so I'm doing a pinch of hot peppers. The recipe calls for that. If you are a hottie and you love stuff hot, throw as many in as you want. It's real simple. Maybe a few more.
Yeah, we love it. We love.
Okay.
We're eating this tonight, so we're making our dinner right now.
We're making dinner right now.
And I'm not making it, so I'm just watching.
See how difficult this is? This is just so hard. And you can read them.
Yeah.
See, you've got all of your stuff.
Yep. So for those that are tuning in just now, we're on page 141 in Nina's cookbook, and it is online, but it's the Thai salmon, and we just are getting through the yellow pepper, the cherry tomatoes. We have the salmon prepared. We're ready. She has the coconut milk, the ginger, garlic, sea salt, lime, pepper flakes. You're missing the mint.
The mint is over there.
Yep.
We're going to do that last.
Oh,
right?
okay.
I'm going to show you how.
Okay.
I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to chop mint. This is what mint likes.
Okay, so when you go to the store.
You go to the store. It comes in a big bunch.
Yeah.
I keep it tied together and I wash it. And I shake it off and dry it. And then I put it back in the same plastic bag and I tie a knot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it stays. You're going to see how beautiful this mint looks. And I bought this yesterday.
So you keep the air in it and don't.
It likes, you created your own greenhouse by doing that. Wow. And basil likes that too, most of the time. Basil's pretty finicky too. All right, so we have this beautiful mint, but first we're going to put together our fish, and then we're going to go on to the mint.
Oh,
okay? So this is how hard it is. Get this. Here we have our fish in our cute containers just because we want to make everybody at the table feel special. You can do this in a 13 by 9. It's real simple.
So for those that are just tuning in right now, she's already prepared her salmon. Okay, there it is.
Just put it in their little containers.
Yep.
And then I'm going to evenly distribute. Now I just do a little bit and then I go back.
Okay.
Evenly distribute the coconut milk mixture.
Gosh. It's so cute and pretty.
And it's yummy. And the way to not dry out fish, here's the trick. Poach it. So that's what we're doing in the oven. So we don't have a bunch of stuff on the stove. And that's what's nice about this for like a dinner party dish, because your folks, your friends can come into the kitchen and they can be with you and there's no mess because it's all in the oven. So I'm just almost through. Let's see which one has a little bit more, a little bit less.
All right. A lot of your friends are saying hi, Nina.
Oh,
I was just checking to see if there's any questions, but.
Okay, now I'm just going to distribute the yellow pepper on top. This is how, and you're going to notice when we're done with this, how colorful this is.
Okay.
And one of my sayings is 5 colors on your plate every day.
So follow the color of the rainbow.
That's right.
For sure.
and a pound of produce per person per day if you want optimum health. That doesn't necessarily mean white potatoes because, you know, okay, you get where I'm going.
I got it.
Oops.
I'll eat that one.
You eat that one.
So are you a grazer while you cook?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I always have some grape tomatoes in the kitchen, and I'm always, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, I count every single one. I put it in my
Little macro counter.
Absolutely.
And that's another thing. I mean, as a chef, I mean, you can get overabundance of all this food if you're cooking all the time. And I know you're cooking for Roger and
yeah, absolutely.
friends and
in my cookbook, I put the nutrition because I am definitely a macro counter.
No, and it's so true. On page 141 on her Thai salmon, this is in her cookbook, but per serving, which is 381 calories for one of these little bowls.
Yep.
Correct. We're looking at 37 grams of protein, 9 grams of carbs. So if you're being carb conscious and you're actually looking to get into the keto-ish life, this is a great meal.
Yeah,
correct.
Totally. That's what I'm making.
Total fat, 21 grams. And the thing is I feel like some people get a little scared of fat.
Yeah,
don't
totally.
you?
Yeah.
Because when you look at that and you don't see this, you're like, oh great, I can't eat that.
Well, you know, you can eat it. And, you know, your brain feeds off of fat.
That's right.
And one of the cleanest fuels that you can put into your body is fat. When you metabolize food, when you metabolize energy, in your cells, there is dirt that gets kicked off. I mean, it's like putting leaded or unleaded fuel in your car.
Right.
The reason we use unleaded fuel is because it's cleaner. Fat is a very clean fuel. There's not a lot of garbage that is kicked out of your cells, which is an oxidant. That's why we need antioxidants.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a real clean fuel. So you shouldn't be afraid of it. Now, what's a dirty fuel? Sugar.
Yes.
Sugar's a dirty fuel.
Yeah.
So you know your carbohydrates need to be complex. They need to be controlled. They need to be utilized. Like when you're in a training situation, you're obviously not going to go into an off season and eat 130 grams of carbohydrates a day. You'll be as big as this counter. It's an ebb and flow.
Yeah.
So now this is
crazy.
ready to go into the oven. That's it. This is it's done. That goes on at the end when it comes out of the oven.
Okay.
So this is done.
So we're prepared.
So we're
Can
prepared.
I show? Hold on. I just need to show some of our friends. You take that. I'll take this. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look real quick, you guys. See if you can see this, and I'm gonna move. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay. So you did say this is colorful.
Yes.
Sorry. That's mine tonight. Okay. But there's the coconut milk. There's the cherry tomatoes. You got the peppers on there. And
all the spices
and the salmon is on the bottom. If you're just tuning in, that's what that looks like. Sorry, Nina.
No worries.
See, look at this, you guys. I did that. Oh, jeez. It's okay. I'm learning.
Like the least of our worries.
I'm learning.
All right.
Cool.
So now,
This tastes so good.
Side dish.
Side dish. Okay.
Okay. And then we'll chop that.
All right.
Let's get the side dish done first. All right, so look at this mess. This is how I package things. When I get my asparagus home from the supermarket.
So these are, if anyone's tuning in right now, Nina has a really cool job and a system that she has. So listen to these little tips, and I think that we should get back online after this and just kind of jot those down for everyone.
Oh, sure.
Because
We'll do
that's
that.
really cool.
All right, so I wash them, of course, as soon as I get home, and then I lay out paper towels, and I lay my asparagus on the paper towels, and I just roll them up and put them in a plastic bag. So that's it.
So what's that do? Is it keep them?
It keeps them nice and moist and fresh,
right.
And they will stay fresher longer.
Just like your ginger root and just like your garlic, if you prepare them.
Yes, if you prepare them,
you will have. Don't you hear that a lot about produce? Like, oh, I bought it yesterday and it's already gone.
Bad.
It's already bad.
It's such a bummer.
It's such a bummer, but you can preserve this a little bit longer.
Yes, you can. You absolutely can.
Okay, cool.
It's really easy.
Yes.
Okay, so this is just a broiler pan. You can use a cookie sheet. You can use anything you want as long as it's flat. And I lined it with parchment paper. Why? Because I hate cleaning. It's real simple. I love to cook. The dishes thing is not my thing, and I still have to do it every night. So, all right. Now, when it comes to asparagus, you'll see in fancy restaurants that they scrape off the ends and then they slice them and they make them look all beautiful.
Right.
No, at home we don't do that. Asparagus is a grass.
Okay.
Okay. So it has a natural breaking point. And all this is the tough stuff. So we throw that in our garbage.
Sorry, I just moved her garbage. She was okay.
And we're gonna put it on the. So you can help me. Oh, that's how tough it is.
You know what? If I pick this hobby up, I'm just gonna have my kids do this.
Exactly.
Right? Uh-oh. Oh, Nina. My sister's watching right now. My mom. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna go look what your little cute fans are saying. Hello, sisters. Hi, Paula, Sharon. Hi, Alan. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're in my kitchen right now, and it's been a joke for the past 20 minutes that I don't even know what to do in here. And just as some people are intimidated by the gym, I'm a little intimidated by
the kitchen,
my own kitchen, because I was never really taught to cook. I feel like I'm good at cooking scrambled eggs and
speaking of eggs, my dad used to say to me when I was a little girl, if you can't cook an egg 250 ways by the time you're 18, you must not be my daughter. And I was so intimidated by that.
Right.
I just thought, that for when you're little, 250 is, it's such a big number. And now, when I think about that, you can scramble eggs at least 50 ways.
Oh yeah, and you can whisk it with some milk and some cheese.
You can make omelets 100 different ways.
Yes.
The egg is another really versatile protein. Okay, now we have.
So no fancy way of asparagus.
Then we have prepped asparagus.
Okay.
Now this goes into a 400-degree oven. You can actually put it in the 350-degree oven with the fish because that's the fish's temperature. You just cook them a little longer. Doesn't have to be hard. Doesn't have to be complicated. Doesn't have to in, out. No, just cook them longer. Now, one thing that is really important that I'm a real stickler about, and you can read about this on my website, there's a whole article about the smoke point of fats. This is how we get our bodies dirty. Every single fat has a smoke point, and when it begins to smoke, it breaks down. How to get cellulite fast is to eat a burned fat.
Burned fat.
Yes. When a oil starts to smoke, it is changing composition, and you can have a really healthy oil like avocado oil turn into a really unhealthy oil because it oxidizes, and then you're eating those oxidants. It's like eating bad fruit. Imagine that. You would never do that because it tastes terrible. But you can't really tell the difference with a lot of oils, so you've got to really watch. There's a whole chart on my website of what to use in what temperature. Since this goes into a 350 or 400-degree oven, I'm using avocado oil. Avocado oil smoke point is like 450, 475 degrees.
Right.
Okay. So it's really, really safe for cooking. So I'm just gonna, a couple tablespoons here. Okay. Now, a couple tablespoons of that.
Avocado oil she's using because the smoke point is way better than any of the other oils. This is on her website. Wow, that's so cool. I knew that there was a lot of knowledge.
I mean, this is why people say, gosh, why did I get heart disease?
Yeah,
why?
All those awesome.
And I'm a runner, and I do this, and I exercise, and I eat healthfully, and why? Why? It's these little details. It's like, there's a reason that fried food is bad for you.
Yes.
Okay, because the oil is heated over and over and over and over and over again. It's super oxidized. Think about that the next time you pick up French fries. It might change your mind. Now, I put about a tablespoon, me and the garlic.
I know.
Okay.
Nina's tablespoon is like a trainer's minute.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. some garlic on there. All right. A little sea salt. And I think I'll do black pepper for this. A little fresh ground black pepper.
I love seeing you element, Nina. I feel like I'm crowding your space. And you
okay, let me tell you that the most digestible pepper is not digestible. The only really digestible pepper is red. And it speeds up your metabolism. So just so you see red pepper. Okay. Yeah. Now you see how I'm just mixing this around? Just gonna rub it with your hands. Your hands are your best cooking tools.
I noticed that you don't have any jewelry on.
No.
All your rings. That was the one thing that
No, I don't wear my rings to the gym.
Yeah. Or cooking because they're just gonna get everything inside of it.
Right. Because I really value my wedding ring. I've got a beautiful wedding ring from my darling husband Roger.
Yes.
And I value it, so it does not go to the gym with me. And it's in the ring holder right now in my kitchen. Okay, so this is done. Okay, those are ready to go into the oven too.
Okay, cool.
That's
All right,
how
this is
done.
done. So, can we? Yeah, and then we'll talk about how long to cook this
yes,
stuff.
If you're going to put it in a 400-degree oven, it goes for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Walt is going to put it in a 350-degree oven with the fish.
Okay.
So it's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes. The trick is you want them, when they turn bright green, they're done.
Okay.
Then you got nice al dente, that little crunch, but not too much. That's what you got.
And we're not going to get any oxidants in this because of this oil that you chose.
That's correct. Okay. All right. Let me just wash my hands off real quick. I'm going to chop some garlic.
For those of you that are tuning in to just now, and you want to ask questions, please ask questions. And we got Nina, and I don't get her. This is my first time having her in my kitchen, and I'll keep inviting her back. But she makes it just super easy and fast. So I think we do have a question. Let me look. Sharon said, "Wow, I did not know about the oil smoke point. Isn't that cool?"
Yeah,
Nina?
It took me a while to learn that. I started learning about the smoke point first of olive oil because my name is Nina Pucillo. I'm an Italian girl. I love olive oil. I could drink the stuff, but I can't cook with it in all situations. Okay. So then avocado oil came into my life, and grapeseed is also another good one that doesn't
oh my gosh. Can I tell you a secret why I love mint so much? My grandfather, my grandpa Jerry, and grandma Jean in Idaho, we'd roll in around like 2 o'clock in the morning, and they had a mint farm right next door to the house.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, you just felt like you were diving into this, and there's a little sentimental story to my mint, but for sure. I even like putting this infusing water with mint and all of the lemon, the limes, all that. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm just taking the leaves off of the stalks here. Now, mint is tough. Even I can grow mint, and I can't grow very much. That's my husband's forte. He can grow anything. Mint is a tough leaf, and I'm going to show you how to really manhandle it.
Oh, I love it.
So it chops easily and quickly. Okay. So we're just taking, I use about a 1/4 cup chopped. This is going to be more than that when it's chopped. I know it looks like a lot now.
Right.
It'll probably be around a 1/3 cup, but we like mint, so
Nina,
it's okay.
When did you know that you had a love for cooking?
Well, I grew up in a restaurant, so it was a requirement to know how to cook and know about food. But I started really with healthy cooking when I met my husband, because he had a need to lose weight and improve his blood work. Right. I mean, I can teach you how to make chocolate eclairs if you want. I've never brought that to the gym, obviously. I can make, traditional chocolate mousse, and then I just redeveloped it to make healthy chocolate mousse. To keep us all in good health and feeling good. Yes. Feeling good. And being able to do the things that we want to do into way late in life. Okay, so we have all of these beautiful leaves. I'm going to scrunch them all together and kind of roll them in a ball. And I do this with basil too, especially when you get, I buy those big 4-ounce containers of basil, especially when you get that. Some of the leaves are really big and they're tough. So you just cut through that really big ball.
Yeah.
And you already have, you can see, you already have like pieces. Just with one swipe. Then I turn it around and I kind of do it again.
One thing that I picked up earlier, you said a dull knife is very dangerous. So
keep your knife sharp, because what happens is that you, in fact, I sharpened these before I came, because when you cut yourself, it's because your knife is dull and you slip.
Yeah.
Because once you get the hang, you can see I'm not even looking at what I'm doing. Once you get the hang of chopping, it's like second nature.
Yeah.
But if it's dull, the times that I've cut myself, I've been cutting things like tomatoes, like you were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're pushing on the tomato because the skin is tough.
I cut my finger cutting an apple when I was young, and it sliced that sucker right open, and I'm pretty sure it was dull.
Yeah, that's when it happens.
Yeah.
So that is something that's actually my husband's job. He likes sharpening my knives for me.
That's cool. Teamwork to make the dream work. I keep leaving because everyone is you have some serious fans, girlfriend. So cool. Everyone's saying hello.
Okay, so this is all chopped.
Okay.
And we're just going to put it aside in a bowl.
Yeah,
and I'm just going to show.
Yeah, can you?
I'm going to do one.
Yeah.
Because you can always put fresh on it. All right, so when this comes out of the oven, you're just going to sprinkle some fresh mint on top, and it's done. It looks pretty. It tastes delicious.
So that's aftermath. That's what you're garnishing with.
You're garnishing with it.
Okay.
You could cook with it, but you get a nicer flavor, and the aromatic oils really come up if you put fresh on top. So that's it.
So
that's
we had a few people. Let me see that real quick. Tell your crew right here, because we had a few people just log in. What did you just make so quickly?
Okay.
Thai salmon.
Thai salmon.
Thai salmon right here.
6 ounces of salmon. It came from Vital Choice Seafood, so it's totally prepped for you. It's portion controlled. It comes frozen in a beautiful box.
Yep.
Okay, so we just have some sliced peppers and some cherry tomatoes, some grape tomatoes on top. I chose different colored ones.
It's so pretty.
And used coconut milk with grated ginger, garlic, sea salt, a 1/4 cup of lime juice, finito, that's it. Whisk it together, pour it on top. It's that simple. And we made some garlic roasted asparagus. We prepped those out. We just broke off the ends of the asparagus and put them on a parchment lined baking sheet.
Yep.
Pour some avocado on top. Threw a tablespoon or 3 of chopped garlic on top of that, and salt and pepper. Done.
And
all right, so we've been hanging around here for what, 20 minutes, and we're done with dinner.
And we're done. We're done with dinner, you guys. Literally, and I think we talked a little bit in between, and we could have. I know you could have made that within.
Oh yeah,
10 minutes.
This is my go-to. This is what I call my in the weeds dish. When I know
you got a lot going on.
I got a lot going on. I'm really late coming home.
Right.
My husband's really hungry.
And how long is the salmon cooked for?
Cooks for about 40 minutes.
Okay. So that, in all actuality, that takes longer than the prep.
That's right.
So you could even have the hubby put it in the oven.
Yeah.
You know, as you prepped it out, get in the oven, I'll be home. So really what we want to stress here on a positive note is that she's in this industry along with myself, and that's why we collaborate so well. But our number one excuse that we find with people not getting the results that they want is because they don't have the time. They might be intimidated by the kitchen. They don't have the time. They don't know how to cook. They don't know what to buy.
They don't know what to buy.
They don't know how to prepare it. And just like anything else, I gotta say, practice makes perfect.
It takes practice. It does take practice. I mean, I didn't just wake up one morning and come up with all these tips.
No, I mean, she has a whole book, you guys.
I mean, they came over time. They came through failures.
Right.
So what's great for you guys is you can take advantage of my several 100,000 failures in the kitchen.
And just do that.
And just do that.
And so this is what these books are at the gym. People are just grabbing them left and right now because they are understanding that this all looks glamorous and really, I keep using this word intimidating because that's what I look at and I see, but they're not. She makes it so easy, so fun, and so flavorful. And again, with her and her background, I know I want that really bad actually.
The sweet potato salad.
But what she understands, Nina, she understands that the macros and the calories and the macros, we do not need to forget about the micros because they help us perform at our optimal. And you can have this fancy, per se, dinner and be reaching your optimal and not be eating the fried stuff all the time.
Yeah, not be eating garbage. Because if you put garbage in, you know, I mean, if you want a premium body, you got to feed it premium food. It's that simple.
Plain and simple. And we use that analogy a lot.
Yeah. You've got to feed your body premium
Well,
food.
what do we also talk about, and we'll kind of take off on here, but if you have a car and your car runs with gas,
right,
we have our bodies, which is a car, a high performance car or a low performance car. It has to be fueled, no matter what, and it's what we're choosing to fuel it.
And what happens when you put sugar in the gas tank? What happens then? It stops.
It shuts down.
Yeah. Eventually, you're gonna stop.
And that's where the GI index is, where we really understand, and we really want to educate people about the glycemic index and what that is. So if you look it up on the internet, it's called the glycemic index, and we pick our foods from there, so we know that we're getting the optimal nutrition.
That's right.
Right? And if you noted if you watched this segment earlier, she did say she gets anywhere from 2 to 4, sometimes 5 mg's of sodium in her day, considering her exertion rate that she has. Just look at those delts right now. It's
you have to have salt.
Yeah, and you have to have the potassium.
Don't forget that sodium. I mean, doctors diss sodium all the time, and they diss whole eggs. Well, I'm sorry.
No,
sodium is a mineral.
It's
essential. If your sodium balance is off, all kinds of weird stuff can happen to you.
Right.
Okay. And also the egg yolk. The egg yolk is the most nutritional part of the egg. The yellow in the egg yolk has lutein in it, which is good for the eyes. You want to hold on to your eyesight for as long as you can, okay? And there is about 1% of the human population that's super cholesterol, hypercholesterol sensitive.
And that's where that came from.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
I think that's where it came from. I remember growing up and hearing that. I also believe that the sodium started to come from the processed foods.
Yes.
Which, everyone is right in that fact. And we are pumping sodium in our processed foods, which is predominantly what people are eating from, right?
Yeah.
But when we're eating clean, if you're packaging your food something like this, you can add in your salt.
Right.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how much salt you have right here.
Yeah. And you know I love it.
I know. So
and this is sea salt. It's so good for you. The micro minerals in sea salt, you just can't even believe.
What about Himalayan
pink? Yes,
yeah, the pink is that
absolutely.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, and I collect salts because I have low blood pressure,
oh my
so
gosh,
I'm allowed to eat a lot of salt. I have black lava salt from Hawaii.
Yep.
Red Alea salt from Hawaii. Himalayan pink. Regular sea. And they all can be used for different stuff. It's fun to have. You'll get into it once you get into cooking.
Oh, everyone's just loving this. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll post a picture tonight about what this sandwich really does end up looking like.
Okay, good.
And I want to say thank you so much for being here.
Oh, my pleasure.
And this is Nina Pucillo.
Yes.
But you also will see Nina Cucina. She has a big name. She's our Italian friend. But this is on her website, www.ninacucina.com. So it's on the caption on your Facebook. So grab one of these and just take note of how easy and fast all her recipes are. And if you guys have any questions, please get on and just ask them in the comment section. Nina will be on later today and tomorrow answering all your questions. And What was on your website that you said that was really, oh, the oil.
The oils.
Okay, so
yes.
that's on there?
Yes, that's
So,
on there.
do you have a lot of nutritional facts and stuff on your website?
Oh my gosh, there's
Okay.
nutritional facts for and they're much more lengthy than even in my cookbook.
Okay.
So every single macro and micronutrient is
in there. And you have some cool tips on your website.
I've got lots of tips. There's a lot of reading on my website. There's even fitness clothing. There's lots of stuff to buy. The people that I do business with are all in my shop.
Okay.
So anything, I mean, I buy off my own website.
That's awesome.
Because that's where it all is. It's all there. I put it all in one place to make it really super simple for you to get good food, to get good stuff. And we're going to be putting we just put together a big glycemic index chart.
Okay, good.
And it's going to be going
if people really understood what that is and how important it is to us and what we intake, I think we'd be a healthier nation.
A lot healthier society for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to cut out right here. And again, if you have any questions, please ask us. Nina's going to be on for the next 48 hours answering your questions. And I can't wait to have you back in the kitchen.
Aww.
Thank you. Bye, you guys.
Bye. Woo!